What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about M.O.D.O.K. Of course, M.O.D.O.K, for those of you that don't know, is the leader of A.I.M for Advanced Idea Mechanics. So let's get into this episode on M.O.D.O.K. All right, guys. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys this cool box set. Of course, there you see the M.O.D.O.K huge cranium that you see there. And of course, it says M.O.D.O.K. For those of you that don't know what M.O.D.O.K stands for, it's a mechanical organism designed only for killing. Obviously, M.O.D.O.K is a villain. We've seen him in Tales of Suspense with Iron Man, and of course also in Captain America comics. He's definitely a foe. So just wanted to go ahead and show off M.O.D.O.K. M.O.D.O.K's been around for a while. For those of you that don't know, he is the leader of this group, A.I.M. So just wanted to go ahead and show off some of my A.I.M troopers from Marvel Legends, and of course A.I.M troopers and scientists. And here in the very cool box, you see a very nice shot of M.O.D.O.K. Wanted to go ahead and turn it around. On the side, you get kind of like that beam that M.O.D.O.K shoots from that band on his head. Really nice shot. And then, of course, you get the flames underneath of the chair. Kind of like that rocket booster there. Not bad at all. And then on this side, of course, you get another shot of M.O.D.O.K. And of course, it gives you a little bit of that scale that we're looking at there. And on the side, you get a couple more pictures of the parts of M.O.D.O.K. So just wanted to go ahead and show that. But let's get into this figure, guys. Dying to take this out. So let's go ahead and see what this M.O.D.O.K entails. All right, guys. So just wanted to show you guys what this M.O.D.O.K looks like out of the box. Obviously, there is some assembly required. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this real quick and then show you guys more or less what this M.O.D.O.K looks like. So let's get ready for the episode on M.O.D.O.K. All right, guys, and here you guys can see officially my M.O.D.O.K built. One thing that I noticed about this M.O.D.O.K, and I want to go ahead and just show you guys, these two parts do click together, right? Which is the bulk of M.O.D.O.K. But before you do that, you have to put the headpiece, or actually, should I say the hairpiece, together first. So the hairpiece comes with that band that you see in the front there, the band where he normally shoots his beams from. So you're going to have to go ahead and put that part in first. And you're going to go ahead and put that bottom piece as well in first. So it can actually click in perfectly. Once you guys do that, you can actually put that back portion in. So make sure you go ahead and put the hair dressing into the actual front piece, and also the bottom portion where the rocket takes off into that front piece as well. And then you can go ahead and just click those two parts together. Not really that difficult to assemble. One thing that I did notice though is that he comes with a couple of different things. One thing that I wanted to show you guys is the interchangeable head sculpt, and there you get more of a serious look to M.O.D.O.K. I usually like to see M.O.D.O.K screaming, so he's always enraged or something is bothering him. So I went ahead and put this head sculpt, and I really like this head sculpt a lot. But one thing that I wanted to show you guys, in the very top of the head sculpt right there, as you guys are seeing, there are some grooves. So it just pops right in. This block goes all the way in. So you can just interchange the head sculpt. You don't have to take out any parts or anything like that. It just, the fitting goes perfectly in. It just slides right through. So just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that. And that's for this head sculpt that you see here. And he does come with some interchangeable pieces. He does have two open hands, one closed fist, and then he has this hand right here, which is to go ahead and push the button that you see on the cool M.O.D.O.K chair there. I really like this M.O.D.O.K. Obviously, it has to be somewhat of a advanced chair, right? Instead of a huge giant gold diaper or something like that. So just wanted to go ahead and show you guys. M.O.D.O.K looks phenomenal, obviously directly into the head sculpt. Like what they did with the head sculpt, like how they made the mouthpiece there where you can see the teeth and the tongue of M.O.D.O.K. So obviously you guys can see that M.O.D.O.K's head sculpt is huge. One thing that I noticed is the small voice box that you see in the bottom there. It's almost like a small mechanical voice box, and you see kind of like the wave reading on the pattern. So it looks really cool, like that a lot. And then on the chair, a lot of cool mechanics went into this chair, but you see kind of like the red buttons on the side there. And then they made the lever that you see there, this cool lever with the two buttons. Obviously it has the trigger there and then the button on the top. That lever is actually very flexible, and you can move it around and so forth. And believe it or not, the hands and legs are extremely flexible as well. So just wanted to go ahead and show that off, but definitely like the whole lever thing because it does move around. And you can pretty much position it however you guys want. Wanted to go ahead and compare this M.O.D.O.K to my old school Toy Biz M.O.D.O.K, of course. I still love the look of the old school Toy Biz M.O.D.O.K, and I like the whole detail of the actual like ridges and the veins coming out of that head sculpt. I think they could have gone with a little bit more detail in this head sculpt, made it look a little bit more meaner as the appearance that you see in the old school Toy Biz one there. So just wanted to go ahead and show my old school Toy Biz. But the head sculpt is a little bit smaller on the Toy Biz, believe it or not, because we know Toy Biz used to do big Build-A-Figures, but this Build-A-Figure is a lot smaller than this Build-A-Figure or deluxe box set M.O.D.O.K that we're looking at here. So I like what they did with this M.O.D.O.K. They made it right, and they got it down packed. Really cool, and not only that, but extremely flexible, like I was saying. Let's go ahead and show you real quick. Aside from that, you get that cool rocket look there, and then of course you get a little bit more of that back there. Just want to go ahead and show you guys that. Sorry about that, guys. And of course on the very top you get like a cool pattern there. A lot of cool patterns on the actual chair. So just want to go ahead and show the chair off. And then of course you got M.O.D.O.K in full effect. So love what they did with the figure. The only thing is they could have put a little bit more of the pink around the eyes, kind of like what they did with the Toy Biz one. They could have just done a little bit more of the effects on the actual head sculpt, which would have been really neat. But nevertheless, it came out to be well proportioned as far as for M.O.D.O.K, because the head sculpt is huge, and all of us know M.O.D.O.K is known to be that huge flying head villain that we always see in the Avengers. So like what they did with this M.O.D.O.K is the newest M.O.D.O.K from Marvel Legends series, and this is done by Marvel Legends Hasbro. Alright guys, so one last thing I want to show is the interchangeable face that you see there. Obviously the face, I don't want to say head sculpt because that would mean the whole head would come off, but it's just the actual face plate there does come off and slide right back in perfectly. So this is the more serious look to M.O.D.O.K, as you can see. And of course the head sculpt or the hairpiece that you see there with the different tones of brown, you got kind of like that light brown, dark brown on the actual hairpiece up there. But the hairpiece comes with what we call that that band. The band that you see on the very top comes with the hairpiece. So that's the band that normally M.O.D.O.K uses to fire his laser beam and so forth, or any other cool sound waves that come out of that laser beam there in that headband. So just wanted to go ahead and show that the headband does not come with the face plate. The face plate goes perfectly in. That bottom portion of the headband that you see there on the middle center of the nose, that actually comes with that face piece. So the band is with the hair that you see on the top, and then the face piece is completely different. As you can see there, you kind of see that middle part in between the nose, and that is the only part that pops in. So just wanted to go ahead and mention that real quick. And of course, M.O.D.O.K, a villain to Avengers and so forth, but M.O.D.O.K definitely a cool looking villain. So wanted to just state that, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode on M.O.D.O.K. And don't forget, of course, he has his own group, A.I.M, as you guys can see there. There, of course, you see Baron Zemo and Wonder Man, who was an experiment of M.O.D.O.K. And then, of course, you see a couple of the troopers on the other side. So please subscribe, hit that bell for the next notification, and definitely hit us with a like. Also, for those of you that can't get enough of M.O.D.O.K, he'll be having his own series on Hulu. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, it should be a funny look to M.O.D.O.K.